Christmas sweaters. They kind of go from, in my opinion, like the cutest to the most like wild and like ugly Christmas sweater, if you know what I mean. And I just picked up a bunch of sweaters at my local thrift store, so those are the ones I'm going to be using. And before we get started, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and let's see if we can get 1,000 thumbs up on this video. I will post a DIY onesie next week if we can do that. So let's just get started with the tutorial. Okay, so the first sweater is this cute little reindeer, and I think it's the easiest and probably my favorite. So you will first need a white sweater or any color you choose, and some brown leather or other brown fabric, and just go online and print out a reindeer stencil of a head so you can have something to trace. So I had to print a much bigger one, as you can see, after carefully cutting out my reindeer. First, I'm just laying it out on top of my leather, and I'm just tracing it around, and it doesn't have to be exact. I kind of wanted my antlers a little bit bigger, and I just had to kind of make up the rest of the part that got cut off on the paper. But I definitely used the stencil as a guide. Then I cut one side out and folded the leather over, and I cut the other side out. And I keep saying leather, but it's actually fake leather because I tried to iron out the little fold in it, and the top layer started coming off, so if it's folded, probably don't iron it. Then I just took a glue gun and glued it down to my shirt. And lastly, I just took a really big red puff ball. You can also make one with yarn, and I just glued that to the very bottom where the nose would be, and it's all done. This next one is a super cute fuzzy snowman with snowflakes all around it. And I chose a red sweater for this one, but you can choose whatever color you want again. And I really wanted my snowman to be fuzzy, and it was hard for me to find a fuzzy fabric in a large section, but what I was able to use were these strips, and so I just taped a bunch of these strips together so that they were all in rows. Then I drew out my snowman on the back of it and cut it out. After that, I just glued it onto my sweater and moved on to the next step. So I took this craft foam, and I first started with the black, and I used a hole puncher to get smaller holes for the mouth, and then I just used my scissors to cut some bigger holes for the two eyes and the buttons. And I also added a nose on the snowman by cutting a triangle out of the orange craft foam. And then I also just cut a little top hat and glued all those down. Then I also had this extra really soft fabric that had a cute design on it, and I thought, why not make it a scarf? So I just cut a strip of that and cut little strips on either end so it had a little frill, and then I cut that in half and glued each side to either side of the snowman, and then I let that dry for a little bit while I just stuck on these snowflakes because they had a sticky backing, but you could also just hot glue them on. Then once the scarf was dry, I just tied it in a knot, and it was all done. So I decided to go all out on this last sweater because it's obviously a Christmas tree, and Christmas trees have tinsel and lights and ornaments and everything. So you will need all of these Christmas things that you would probably just hang on a tree normally, but you're gonna put it on your sweater. So I just started by wrapping different colors of tinsel around the sweater, and I changed the color kind of as it came to the front of the sweater each time, and I'm just gluing this down with a hot glue gun. I'm also wrapping some tinsel around the sleeves of the sweater, but the thing you have to remember is that the sweater does stretch and your tinsel does not. So I would recommend either stretching out your sweater before you glue the tinsel on, or maybe putting your sweater over a chair to glue it, or just make sure that it's a little bit stretched before you glue it down, because you want to make sure that your sweater fits you and you can actually put it on when this is all over. After I finished gluing all the tinsel, I decided to use some lights, and these lights are just the battery-powered LED lights, and there was 20 of these. And so I just kind of started feeding them through the little holes of the shirt, and I just kind of followed the lines that I made the tinsel with. And I put a little bit of glue on the ones that I thought needed to be a little bit more secure, just so that they won't come out. Then I also just used some ornaments and glued those down kind of randomly all over the sweater. And then you turn the lights on and your sweater is done. So I hope you guys liked that video. I definitely had a lot of fun making these, and I'm probably gonna wear most of them, if not to an ugly sweater party. Like, this one's kind of cute just to like wear, you know what I mean? Anyways, so if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and you can do that by clicking this little button in this corner, or you can also click it down below, and it will notify you every time that I post a new video, so that will really help me out. Also give this video a thumbs up if you didn't do that yet. And for this month of December, I'm going to try to post 3 videos every week, which is a lot for me. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try to post a DIY on Tuesday and Fridays. And I know this video came up late, sorry about that, but I'm going to try my best to keep it a good schedule. And I will post a vlog on Sunday, like kind of throughout from like the week before. And if you want to subscribe to my vlog channel, you can do that by clicking this button down below and you can subscribe there. You can also watch that video down below or click any of my videos down below. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.